Hey, what's up guys? Clash Royale massively messed up. Yeah, they nerfed the Phoenix, but it barely did anything. It's still by far the best card in the game, and the deck I'm going to show today is the best way to play Phoenix spam. First, build an elixir advantage with your elixir collectors. Usually, opponents will drop a fireball, poison, or rocket on top of the elixir collector, so they'll have nothing for your fly machine, mother witch, and massive amount of Phoenix spam. When raged up Phoenixes take over the map, it changes the game from Clash Royale to Angry Birds. And it's straight up unstoppable when your mother witch piggies are tanking for your spam and you freeze their stuff so they can't even respond. This is the best Phoenix spam deck in the game right now because there's a ton of outplay potential with freeze and mother witch. Let's go jump straight to some games with our Angry Birds, make our opponents furious, and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag, making high effort videos like this one possible. Jump into this game against Cade from Electro Shower. I'll be a super sad sir if you've got a lot of Electro cards like Zappies or Electro Wizard or Electro Dragon, because Phoenixes don't do so well into them. They are always going to get reset and it won't give me great trades. However, you're going to give us the best benefit of life. Going in for green goblins that we can turn to our team. And I might want to go in for elixir collector right now instead of building up even bigger push. Because if I overcommit right now, oh wait, I'm thinking I want to do this. I'm going to just freeze right now and I can zap on top of the princess as well. And then I can hit most of the goblin gang as well. Oh my gosh.
This'll be my best con game yet.
Wait, the piggies are tanking for the Phoenix egg. Oh, it was too good to be true. We got an elixir collector on the map while dealing 3,600 health to his tower. I don't know why I was complaining. I was like, oh, it's too good to be true. No, that's literally like the best thing that could have happened, right? This deck is so freaking toxic. Being able to defend and make sure that they can't go and punish your elixir collector while being on offense at the same time and taking out their entire tower. That's ridiculous. Most of the time when you use an elixir collector, you're forced to defend, but not with this deck. So I'm going to go and spam 2 Phoenixes at the river because we've got a lumberjack to rage everything up.
And I'm pretty sure my opponent's going to be raging really hard soon.
I am going to go for a freeze so we can keep the Phoenixes alive a little bit longer, and I might be able to go in for like a fly machine here. Is this game over already? I think so. He already went for the 3 crown. He already rage quit and dropped his goblin barrel on my 3 crown because he didn't want to play the game anymore. That's what this deck does to people. No one wants to play against it. And the good thing is they don't have to play against it for very long. They can leave the game and get 3 crown in like 2 seconds. The fact that Phoenix spam can beat Logbait that badly is absolutely ridiculous. All right, let's go to the next one. The nowhere place. Well, you're going to go nowhere but down, bro. That's how this deck works. It makes everyone frown and makes sure that they never want to play the game again. He's going to go for Monk. Wait, never mind. I think he is a sophisticated Phoenix sir. So maybe he's like,
I'm used to this by now. I'm a nerd to these annoying tactics, Jake.
The bad thing about this is everything that we have with the mirror, besides mirror Phoenix, will die to Mr. Monk ability. So I kind of have to chill and relax. Is there any way I can keep my Phoenix alive? I think it would die if I don't go in for a fly machine here. So I need a tank for the Phoenix egg. I need a tank for the Phoenix egg. Don't die on me. If I can get a lumberjack down, we can keep the Phoenix alive. I am protecting my little bird, and she isn't going to die anytime soon. Wait, I think I want to freeze. I think this is the right strategy since the raged up Phoenix is going to get onto the tower and he has the tornado, and that's going to force out a lot of extra elixirs. So overall, the freeze is going to force out 3. And I dropped 4 for it, but I was also able to kill the Ice Wizard, so I think it was okay. I think it was worth the freeze. Also, realizing that he's got a graveyard deck is extremely important for us because now we can go for an Elixir Collector, and I am praying that our opponent decides to prey on my tower with his graveyard because you guys already know the deal. We've got Mother Witch, so we turn all the graveyard skeletons back to our opponent and show him like, hey, you don't want to do that because I'll become a farmer on you, man. I'll have my whole ranch of piggies. There's also a chance he's not going to end up having graveyard, but for the most part, we play against graveyard decks with this type of stuff. So I'm going to do that. We'll see if he goes in for the graveyard, and he does. I'm going to Mother Witch here. I think that the fly machine is going to be more than enough. Let's go! He didn't poison the Mother Witch. That is an endless amount of piggy potential, guys. It worked out. My plan went fully to fruition, and you guys might be like, Jake, you're an idiot. Why would you want him to poison your fly machine and kill it? Because I want the Mother Witch to strive and stay alive. And I'm pretty confident right now this might be one of the most difficult things for him to defend in Clash Royale. If I go in for a freeze and I keep the Mother Witch alive, he's going to lose his Ice Wizard, and then we can go in for a zap so we can keep the Phoenix egg alive as well. And the little piggies are tanking for the Phoenix egg at the exact same time. So as dumb as this might seem, I think it's the dream. I don't think he's going to kill the egg. Oh, he does.
Are you sure about that?
No, he didn't. Never mind. I was going to 3 crown him again. I think that's kind of how this deck works. He's going to try his absolute hardest, so I might not be able to 3 crown him right now, but you know, it was a fun game. With 35 seconds remaining, he's just going to try to spam graveyards helplessly right into a Mother Witch, and nothing is going to work out for him. Hey, there he goes. He tries it again. This is awesome. So I'm going to freeze here so that he can't get any value out of the monk ability. He's going to poison, but as you guys can see, he literally just tickles my tower. Maybe somehow is able to do like 300 damage, but that 300 damage is going to amount to absolutely nothing.
A few goose eggs later.
My man got the egg from the Phoenix, and the egg an actual form of 0 damage. You gotta love when people are super salty and just keep spamming emotes at the end after they lost. This guy was not a happy sir. All right, let's get it. So this guy is from the And1 clan, so maybe he's gonna try to one-up me. Every single time I drop a Phoenix, he's gonna try to drop 2 of them. And I don't think he's gonna be able to beat us because we end up having multiple mirror Phoenixes on the map with a rage and elixir collectors to, you know, build up our bigger pushes than he could even fathom. So it'll be a fun time. I'm excited to see if this guy is going to try to one-up me with an elixir collector in the back. Or, yeah, I guess he's just going to fireball. Interesting. One thing that you can do is you can keep your Phoenix alive by either freezing or zapping. I think that we want to go in for a zap here and time it well. Wait, we don't even need to because it's targeting the lumberjack instead. So if you... Oh my gosh. I'm telling you right now that this deck needs a nerf. This should not be allowed. He's just already laughing, but you know he's crying a little bit on the inside. This deck is so freaking toxic. And the best part is, he's not able to break through this either, because if he goes in for a Hog Rider, it'll go right into a Phoenix. That's not going to do super well for him. If he gets the Musketeer onto the tower, then obviously you get like a couple shots. But if it goes into a Flying Machine, it's an even 4-for-4 trade, so I'll take that all day, any day. I can Phoenix again in the back, and I might be able to 3-crown him. I think that's what we were going for right now. Maybe he's going to give up. I don't know if he's going to try the entire time, but I want to 3-crown him so freaking bad. If he gave up right now, I wouldn't even blame him. That's kind of how Clash Royale works. It's like, if you get a matchup that you just don't want to play against, a lot of times you just dip out and then you save your mental. And that's exactly what happened to our opponent here. He saw what he was playing against, the Phoenix Mirror Cycle with Lumberjack and Rage. He's like, yeah, you know what? I just don't want to play against this anymore. He's a pretty good player, but he ended up getting 3-crown because our deck is just way too toxic. And that's one more 3-crown to add to our collection. All right, let's see if we can keep it up. You guys already know the deal. Whenever our opponent decides to spam stuff, we'll cordially greet it with the warmest greeting of the Phoenix. If he decides to go and play passive with skeletons, you guys already know, I am definitely turning those to piggies on our team. So I don't think this is a good situation for our opponent having to drop Skeleton King already. However, the Skeleton King is going to give him a lot of work, so I need to go in for the Phoenix so that he can't get too much damage on us. All right, so I could freeze. I think that's going to be our best play because I'm able to keep my Phoenix alive a little bit longer.
I'm dying. Help me.
And then hopefully even kill his egg with my Fly Machine. My egg should not respawn because he's got a poison on it. I don't know why he's going for the Barb Barrel. It wouldn't have respawned anyway. Okay, I got to go for a Lumberjack, unfortunately. His Phoenix won't respawn since it already did, so I don't have to spend any extra elixir here. However, I'm in a pretty bad spot. We're currently down 2,000 health.
'Tis but a scratch.
This guy's played really well. He got into a great favorable situation despite going for a Tombstone at the start, going right into a Mother Witch. So I thought we were chilling. I thought we were thriving. I thought we were in one of the best possible positions. Little did I know it was all for nothing. I can go in for the Elixir Collector in the back, but he'll probably graveyard it. So I want to make sure I drop my Elixir Collector here instead of here, because they can fully surround the Elixir Collector in the back corner with Graveyard Skeletons and surround it and kill it no matter what you drop. So I'm going to go for a Mother Witch just because I want to be able to disrupt his big spam parade push with Skeletons and Ice Wizard. I know it's not really a parade push, but I just want him to feel a little bit bad about that. Especially if we can go and target the Skeletons instead of the Skeleton King for a while. That would be awesome. Wait, I think he's going to go Phoenix, so we're going to predict his Phoenix with our own Phoenix? It sounded so weird to say. Like, you're countering Phoenixes with your own Phoenix. It's messed up when the best counter is itself. Okay, so I'm going to go in for a freeze depending on what happens. If he tries to Tornado and activate King Tower, that might not even be like the best play for him. Because even if he activates King Tower, we can keep the Phoenixes alive. And maybe the Lumberjack is just starting to work on the King Tower early. You know, we're going to try to 3-crown you anyway. Like, might as well start as soon as we can. Look at that. We took out the tower. We already had some work done. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Oh, man. And we get another Phoenix raged up on the tower? How did that respawn? That just feels so incredibly wrong. Dude! There's no chance that you think that's going to work. How about I just mirror zap and finish you off and put you out of your misery? Oh my gosh. This deck needs a massive nerf.
You and me were gods.
All right, let's see if we can keep it up. Dark City new. Dude, I am ready to take over the city. Make sure everything is darkness. Oh, come on, bro. I was looking at the camera. I was staring into my viewers' souls. You decide to go and steal my soul and part of my tower too with that dastardly Dark Goblin. I can't believe that. It's just not a very fun card to play against if your opponent goes in for a Dark Goblin surrounded by other stuff and you don't have the right cards to counter it. Oh my gosh, please. Please. No. Mother Witch.
Target the minion in front of you. Have a brain. Don't put me in pain.
Okay, we're in a really bad spot. I don't actually like this at all. Our opponent has Minion Horde. I don't have arrows. He also decides to go and spam me and kind of gets a pretty big advantage. There is one thing in my favor. My opponent doesn't have an answer to Elixir Collector unless he has a spell, because the Miner Witch just cycled. He has to cycle a lot of cards to get back to that. Please tell me the Mortar doesn't target my Elixir Collector.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Oh my gosh, this guy has evolved. He's 200 IQ. Maybe we can go and snipe the Dark Goblin with our Flying Machine, please? And then we can zap here so we can kill the majority of the Minion Horde. He's definitely going to go in for a Miner. Oh, he doesn't. That was incredibly surprising for me that he didn't Miner with those 4 minions. Maybe he didn't have Elixir. I think that's the only reasonable conclusion. I also wanted to zap the tower to reset the tower so then the Phoenix could lock on. But the issue with that was my opponent was going in for the Minion Horde on the egg, so the egg wasn't going to respawn regardless. So we can go for an Elixir Collector in the middle, and I'm thinking that he's going to go Miner. If I go for a Mother Witch and I body block, this could be really stupid because he could just arrows on it. I still want to do it. Maybe he thinks that I have something. Maybe I can just feign that I have a different defense. Oh no, he knows that I have no defense. Okay. My man called my bluff immediately. He went in for that Miner. He's like, yo, I got you, Jake. Oh my goodness. I don't even get like a King Tower activation. I don't get anything. I'm going to freeze here. I think the Dark Goblin locks onto the Piggy instead of the Phoenix, and the Phoenix respawns in his face. Let's go. That's toxic. That's what we wanted to see. I'm going to eat the Dark Goblin on the other side because it doesn't matter to me. I think that the Fly Machine is able to clean up the rest of the minions, and then I can go in for an Elixir Collector and then finally catch his Miner eventually. All right, so he's going to go Miner. He's probably going to drop it on the right-hand side, and it's not going to feel good for me, but it is what it is. Okay, I don't have Elixir. I don't have Elixir because he dropped the Skeleton Army. I am in a bad spot. I don't feel good about this. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Wait, what if I go in for a Phoenix and I go for a Lumberjack after the cannon card and then go in for a freeze and a zap? Can I still win the game? I think that we can make this work, especially since the zap completely cleans up the Dark Goblin and the Skeleton Army. What was this man thinking? Maybe he wasn't thinking. That was part of the problem. I'm able to go in for a Mother Witch here, and if he decides to drop any bait cards, we're going to get him in a state of disarray. Oh my gosh, both of the Phoenixes are about to pop up in his face, and we are smacking him down. It's like whack-a-mole that you never wanted to see with Phoenixes because they just keep coming back up in the scariest way possible. You whack them once, and then they whack you back in the face. It's time to keep it up. Let's keep rolling. This guy isn't cycling anything at the start, unfortunately, so I'm just going to chill and relax. Obviously, there's a chance that he just gets inspired and decides to bridge spam me, but if he doesn't, I will cycle a Fly Machine in the back and try to dig to our Elixir Collector. That is how we build our advantage, and that's what I need to do. Okay, whenever I see Heal Spirit, it's going to be 3 Musketeers, or it's going to be Dirty Elixir Golem. And whenever I see Battle Healer, I always assume it's going to be the Elixir Golem deck. So, can we out-bridge spam an Elixir Golem deck with more Phoenixes than them? Whoever has more Phoenixes generally wins games. That's just what matters. That's the only statistic in Clash Royale that anyone pays attention to. Greater Phoenix equals greater chance of winning. Okay, I can maybe go in for an Elixir Collector in the back, or, yeah, I think I get an Elixir Collector, and I can also freeze if I really want to. If I'm feeling frisky and feisty, because if his Phoenix counters are out of cycle and we can get a pig in front, the egg is going to survive, and then the Phoenix is going to get reborn with a new friend. Wilbur the pig. Well, I guess Wilbur died, but he had a friend for a little bit of time, and now he's imaginary. And then he's got the Mother Witch coming up with the golden cape. Is she kind of like a superhero or a super villain? You guys got to let me know down below in the comment section. What is the Mother Witch? I don't like my card cycle right now because I can't do anything to that Elixir Collector. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do anything to Elixir Collector regardless, but it feels especially bad now.
I can't believe today was a good day.
I'm going to Mother Witch here, and I think the Fly Machine is just going to get cycled into the depths of despair. It is 100% going to get nowhere fast. I want to go in for a Lumberjack, and then I want to go in for double Phoenixes, and then I want to be able to hopefully get some nice value. We'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to go for 2 Phoenixes here, and then we should be able to kill the Electro Dragon, hopefully, and then maybe go in for a freeze, depending on what happens. If I have enough Elixir, that would be awesome. Please don't let my eggs die. Yes! Let's go! Born from the ashes, dragging everyone else down to the ashes with them. Oh my goodness. Wait, the Electro Dragon's popping off. This is really scary. That is a lot of damage. He took my tower. That's not how it was supposed to go, bro. That wasn't how it was supposed to go at all. With 50 seconds remaining, I think that the dirty decks are coming out right now. All right, so we're going to go in for the Phoenixes, and I've got freeze back in hand, so I should be okay, depending on what happens. I'm going to freeze. If I freeze the elixir collector, do we freeze it from getting elixir? I think that actually happens. Wait, it doesn't matter. My phoenixes are so unfair, and we're gonna kill the elixir collector afterward. I guess the moral of the story is spam more phoenixes and don't spam elixir collectors when, you know, your opponent has a push coming at you. If we can go in for another phoenix here, I am able to 3-crown. This is Sparta! And you are getting kicked into the abyss, sir. I feel like I'm able to get that egg to rehatch right in his face again. What is up with phoenixes just blasting our opponents? Right when you think it's dead, it bounces back. Even though both of our decks were the definition of toxic waste, we were able to lay waste to his tower with the Phoenix Rage power. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.